Okay, let's continue on and see what our piston looks like. Pull these pushrod tubes off. Check the rubber there. That rubber feels like it's in good shape, shouldn't need to be replaced. Okay, so the all-important thing here, this crankshaft or connecting rod doesn't look like there's any excessive wear there. And wow, check that out. There's the top of our piston, so clearly it's had some run time. I can wipe a lot of that stuff off, but the dip in the LA's Totally Awesome cleaner is in order here. Piston ring is not compressed, feels fine. I'm not going to mess with the ring. I'm going to take these take this connecting rod off here. There's these little Teflon wrist pin retainers, I think Saito calls them, to help keeping that wrist pin from scoring the inside of the cylinder. I don't want to lose those, but you do want to kind of, sometimes this little pin here needs to be kind of driven out. And I think I've got a Phillips head. Oh wow, look at that. It doesn't need to be driven out at all. It's coming out on its own accord there. So this isn't in too bad a shape. I'm just going to drop that in my LA's Totally Awesome cleaner. Let it soak up. We'll get all these parts cleaned up. I don't know how well this is going to focus inside that cylinder head, but it doesn't look too bad in there. But for demonstrational purposes, I don't think I've demonstrated how to remove the valves from a Saito single piece head like this before. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the valves for that. Okay, I'm going to do a quick demonstration on how I remove the valves from a single piece head like this on a Saito engine. What you'll see here is I've got a C-cell battery from my knife starter and a clean piece of paper towel that I just kind of wadded up. And what I'll do is I'll just wad that thing up in there and throw this cell up in there. Maybe not even use quite that much, so that cell fits a lot more flush with the tabletop. I'm just doing this so I'm not having that contact right on there. So what you want to do, the purpose of that is while you're applying pressure down, you don't want, and you're compressing the spring, you don't want the valve to go down. So the other thing I use here is a small ignition wrench, which is a 1/4 inch, which is just big enough to go around there and depress that spring, the outer spring, and get the locking mechanism off. And sometimes I'll use a little magnet here too. Now Saito uses a C-clip, so you kind of have to see which direction the C-clip is facing, and I just kind of depress it, and then once I kind of disengage it from that, I can just pull it off, and it just so happened to adhere to this wrench. You can see it there. And now my keeper and spring come off, and they're right there. Now that valve can be dropped out. Now